with a brand new review. And today we're here to review Lovecraft Country, Season 1, Episode 5, Strange Faces. So, was this episode geek? Or was this episode weak? Let's get into it. Okay, so we're Episode 5. We know what type of show we're dealing with now, I feel like. And Strange Faces. Yes, we saw some strange faces happening in this episode, in tonight's episode. We saw some strange things going on. We're still wrapped up in this mystery. Titus's pages and the language of Adam. And we Tick immediately knew what Montrose did. He killed Yashara, I can't remember her name. Tick blacked out on Montrose, beat him half to death. Montrose revealed that he's gay to the audience, not to his family or friends or any other character on the show. He, went and how do I say this? He went to the bar owner, the gay bar owner that we knew was gay. He's also a drag queen. Went to his home and they performed sexual acts on one another. And then they later dressed in drag, and Montrose was just like free at this this gay club with these drag queens, and he just had a great time. And he finally kissed his lover on the lips, and he was just himself. He was free to be himself, and he had this whole freeing moment, this whole freeing experience for him. And I hope that he just comes out of the closet before the season is over and he's able to tell Tick the truth. And that's probably why he was just so angry, and maybe that's why he beat on Tick. He's just in the closet, and and all of that. We didn't get to see Hippolyta, or is that her name? We didn't get to see her we didn't get to see her this episode, and we didn't get to see her travel to Boston. Hopefully she'll pop up next episode, but no, it doesn't look like it, because next episode we get Tick's backstory of what happened with him in the war, and this lady he's calling overseas, and what that whole story was, because he did call her at the end of this episode after he translated some of the pages that says die, and he's like, how did you know? And she's like, you should have believed me. So we get all that, what the heck that was about. So that was kind of like Tick and Letty were kind of the like B story, and Montrose was kind of the C story, because the A story was all about Ruby and the strange faces. She woke up in the body of a white woman who looked like maybe the sheriff, that weird sheriff with the dogs. Was that the same lady? Let me know in the comments. And William gave her this potion that allows her to wear this fake skin, this strange face of this white woman, and she gets to it doesn't last for maybe like, I don't know, a day or something like that, but she has to keep taking it in order to be in this body. And she decides to take it, which I knew she was, because she wanted to experience what it would be like to be a white woman, and she was getting treated nicely and getting free things and all this. And I did have this one moment where she was like wandering around prior to her figure out what's going on, and this black little boy tried to help her, and these cops showed up and was like, what did you molest her? What are you doing? And they were gonna beat him. And it was very like Emmett Till. It was very like what men went through back then when they would even just look at a white woman, and they touched on that. But the show touches on racism, and that was a little hard to watch, but I get why I was in that, why it's necessary to tell those types of stories, because that's the truth. That's what went on back then, and that kind of still can happen today. If a white woman accuses a black man of doing something, we've seen it today in 2020, so still very prevalent. And she saved him in her white skin, so she thought, I guess, why not finally get what's due mine in this skin. So eating at the counter at the restaurant, getting the job that she wanted at the department store, became assistant manager. Then she kind of felt some animosity towards the black girl that did get the job, because she wasn't qualified for the job, and she was just like a hire because they had to hire black people, meet their quota. And Ruby eventually just realized, like, what am I doing? She saw that the store manager was attempting to rape the black employee, and so she kind of raped him with her heel. It was very bloody. It was crazy. The transformation when she turns back into herself and comes out of the skin of that woman looks just so gross and just so bleh. But that whole scene was like very hard for me to watch a little bit. So that was hard. And then we finally figured out William / Christina's secret, which everyone had guessed online. I'm a part of these like fan pages on Facebook for the show, and everyone said William and Christina is the same person. And we learned that Christina has been wearing the skin of William, I guess, to further herself into this secret society, because you have to be a guy. And so we'll figure out what the hell is going on with that. Probably not next episode, because like I said, it's going to be flashback, but the episode after that, and how Ruby's going to deal with that. Because like, I guess she was like maybe catching some films for William, and he's kind of not real. So I don't know, or is he real? Like, you know, who knows? I don't know. So that was the big thing for this episode. This episode was really weird for love. I think this was weird for Lovecraft country, and it was kind of hard to watch some of it. So it was a little bit weaker to me in that aspect, and it was, I think, a weaker episode out of all of them, the weakest episode, only because it was just so hard for me to like those scenes with the heel in the asshole, and I know he deserved it, but it was just like a lot of blood and a lot of like ugh. So I don't know, but it was still good. I still enjoyed the episode, and you know, I just don't think if I do a rewatch I would probably skip this episode. But what did you guys think of the episode? Let me know in the comments. As always, I can't wait to discuss with you. So until next video, I'm out of here. Big girl geek out. Peace. Hey, where are you going? You just watched a cool video. Subscribe.